Hello and welcome to episode 1 of The Slush Pile. This is Jordan Davidson, and today I'm going to teach you how to make an ugly book cover. There's plenty of fantastic examples of ugly book covers out there, and I'm here to show you all of them. So let's get started. So first we have step 1. Think about what appears in your book, but then show something that doesn't appear in your book. Because you don't want to spoil anything, right? Of course you don't. Avoid giving away your genius twist ending or that one character's death scene by putting something on the cover that isn't in the book at all. Bonus points if it's a busty blonde woman or a tangle of mystical elements which have no bearing whatsoever on the plot. Step 2 is very important. It's clip art. Clip art is a veritable treasure trove for all your image needs. Need a picture of a fire-breathing dragon for your story about a disenfranchised recent college grad? In accordance with Rule 1, of course. It's there just waiting for you. Would your scathing expose of the American prison system benefit from being festooned with pictures of balloons? Of course it would. Clip art agrees, and it's there for you. Just hop on over to its archive in Microsoft Word and begin to browse to your heart's content. Step 3 might be one of the most important aspects of anything in the book process, and that is picking a title. Obviously, your book can't spend its entire life just being called a book, unless you're working on some odd deconstructionist novel, in which case that actually sounds really cool and you should let me know when it's finished. So you're gonna have to name it, but what should you call it? I'd go with either of these tried and true methods. Pick a one-word title like Valor or Truth. Whichever word you choose, make sure that it is suitably dramatic, and also make sure that it looks good when cloaked in photoshopped shadows that highlight your story's mystery and suspense. You can also do the same thing with song lyrics. Just remember to make them as angsty as possible, otherwise how will people know how edgy and artistic your novel really is? Now that you have a title, it's time to choose a font to write it in. Personally, for a book that's going to be a little bit more on the whimsical side, I would pick something like Curls and Tea or Comic Sans. Papyrus, on the other hand, is a great choice to give a mysterious cover even more of that edge. Or if you're feeling really risky, go for Wingdings because that'll get people talking for sure. All of the unrelated pictures, clip art, and cool titles and fancy fonts will be for naught if you don't get this next part right. Nobody's going to read your book if they don't know what it's about, so that's why you need to write a blurb for it. Tell us what your story is about, but do so in the most dramatic terms possible. Your character is not starting a new year at school. They are embarking on a journey of self-discovery. Your character is not going on a vacation. They are traversing unknown lands on a voyage that will leave them forever altered. Remember, the back cover matters just as much as the front. People won't read your book if it sounds boring, so make it sound as unboring as you can. Last but not least, you'll have to market your book. You know your book is good, but nobody else is going to know that unless you tell them, or have other people tell them for you. Get reviewers to read your book and cut out anything bad they might have to say about it. Use those handy ellipses to shorten their reviews and make them only include positive things. For example, I can't believe I just read this. I can't believe a human being is capable of creating this kind of monstrosity. If it were written by anyone else about anything else, it could be an amazing book. Can, with a few presses of the backspace button and the addition of a few handily placed dots, become, I can't believe a human being is capable of creating something like this. An amazing book. Voila! Stamp that on your cover and watch the readers come flocking in. That isn't technically lying, right?